Hey, this is Christine, your DIY craftaholic. Welcome back to my channel. If you are returning and if you are new, welcome. This is another Woodpeckers playlist hosted by Tammy and Sarah. I'll share more on that. So let's get crafting. Now for DIY number 1, guys, I lost the footage. Now I'll just have to explain to you what I did. This is the shadow box from Woodpeckers, and I painted that with chalk paint, and then I took my bead stencil that has the flower and the petals on, and I painted the leaves with the green and the other with the tea rose. And here I am just showing you how I place the stencil down, because this is reversible. That's what I want to do. I want to have it reversible. Now these are some little mushrooms, also from Woodpeckers Craft. And those little picket fence with flowers, that's from Dollar Tree. Now this is where the action picks up, okay? So that green part that you're seeing there, that is supposed to be grass. All right, so I took some green paint and the dried chippy brush, and I just brushed that on. And here I am now just adding some Mod Podge to that. And it is supposed to be grass. Don't laugh at my grass, because that's what this is supposed to be, and I think it came out so cute. So after I Mod Podged that, I am now going over the mushrooms. Now with the mushrooms, I painted them the moss orange and red, and then I just used some white paint to just apply the dots. Now these are the little picket fences. I used my paint pens to paint them. And this is therapeutic. You can do this. It felt so good doing this off camera while I was doing other stuff. But what I'm doing now, I'm just going in and just adding or coloring the little leaves or petals or flowers that did not get any paint. And I use the furniture marker, the brown, on the picket fence. And this is a butterfly transfer from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to select the one that I think would look like he's perching on top of the grass, and I cut that out and rub that on. So now that's done, I'm going to be adding the mushrooms. So I'm applying some hot glue to the base, and I'm just gluing them in. And after I glued them in, I am taking some of this reindeer moss, and I am just adding that in there, not too much, just enough to let it appear as if they are growing from the grass. And then I'm going to be gluing on the fence. This is turning out so beautifully. I love it already. I got this ribbon from Dollar Tree, and I made a small bow and I glued that on top, and this is done. And like I said, this is reversible, so I can flip that around either side. Here is a sneak peek, more in the final reveal.
Woodpeckerscrafts.com has donated a prize worth $100 for one lucky winner who watches the entire playlist and comments on each video in the playlist. So make sure to check the description box below. There will be a link for the playlist, and you can see everyone's videos of the amazing crafts they created using supplies from woodpeckerscrafts.com.
All right, so we're now into number 2. Now this one, I did not lose the footage for this one. And as you can see what I'm doing, I'm using one of the ornaments. So I'm using Waverly moss and plaster. Now who say you can't use ornaments to make DIYs? That is not Christmas related. Well, I am doing that today. Painting the bottom half with some of the moss. Now in hindsight, what I should have done was use the plaster first and then the moss afterwards, but I got it sorted out afterwards. So I gave it one coat, because these chalk paints are very thick. You don't need more than one coat. So I applied that, and then when that dried, I took a ruler and a pencil and I measured where the center was. And once I got the center measured, I took the same piece of tape that I used and just placed that down on the green section right above the line, or where I marked. And then I gave the top part the plaster. And like I said, this is very thick, don't need more than one coat. And you notice where the green is peeking through the white. I had to give that part 2 coats because that's where I said I should have painted the white part first and then the green afterwards. But it worked fine, wouldn't you say? So I went now with this welcome sign from this farmhouse pack of transfers from Dollar Tree. I cut that out and rubbed that on, or transferred that on. And then I decided, okay, let me just go with the butterfly theme. So I selected another butterfly from the transfers and I transferred that in the middle. Are you a fan of budget-friendly DIYs? Well, you are in the right place. Make sure to subscribe before you leave and hit that notification bell as well, so you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos. Meaning from the sticker, if you notice the first DIY where I used the bee, this came from that part. So I'm using up what was remaining and I just cut that off or pasted them on. And then took some Mod Podge and seal everything in. Now to cover the top so that it doesn't look so much like an ornament, I took my bow and I glued that at the top, and I thought that it still needed something else, or I needed something to hang it. So I took a piece of jute, glued that down as a little hanger, and then took another piece of jute and wrapped that round to secure that. And this one is done. I love it. Let me know what you think in the description or in the comment section down below. Alright, so this one I also lost the footage for this. These are wooden wreath forms, also from Woodpeckers Craft, and I took the smaller one with some buffalo check ribbon and just wrapped that around it, and I had some sunflowers and some lamb's ear and some other greenery, and I just glued that down there. And then I took some of these ribbons, also from Dollar Tree, made a messy bow with what was left of the buffalo check ribbon, glued that on the top, made a little hanger at the back, and that is done. Now for the final reveal, guys, let me know which of these Woodpeckers Craft DIYs was your favorite today. I think this one is my favorite. I just love how the colors blended together, but that's just me. So you let me know which one was your favorite. What an awesome prize being offered by Woodpeckers Craft. Be sure to check out the playlist in the description box below, as well as Tammy's and Sarah's channels. And we are all affiliates of Woodpeckers Craft. So make sure to watch all the videos on the playlist and enter. Alright. And if you have not yet subscribed, I would appreciate if you would go ahead and do so before you leave, and don't forget the bell. And if you love budget-friendly content like this, I suggest this video right here or this playlist. And stay safe until next time. Bye.